Hello! This video is a continuation from the previous daily quest guide, and today is all about weeklies and monthlies probably, so here we go. First off, we have our weekly raids. These raids do require a team to get going if you're not a big whale that can solo or duet some of the raids with your trusty crewmate or friend, and some raids are just designed for team play. Raids offer important items for gear upgrade, and if your gear isn't maxed yet, or even if you are, please do your weekly raids, okay? Next, you want to open up the Commissary Store every Monday onwards when the weeklies reset. Crystal Dust Store offers important items like your augmentation boxes, booster modules, advancement modules, potent omnium crystals for the suppressor, synesthesia materials if you need them, and some gifts for Simulacrum. Spacetime Store has your data repeaters and upgrade modules, get them too. For the IP shards, it's up to you if you want to get them or not. I personally don't need them, but if your IPs has room for improvement, gotta get them all. Weapon and matrices store, only if you're upgrading your F2P stuff, otherwise nothing to see here. Support store, gold nuclei, proof of purchases, spacetime fragments are all available if you have the support points to get them. Multiverse store, you want to get your 0 clusters for the cosmic system, augment mats, and also exoskeleton if you need them. Remember that you also need to do your Multiverse weekly in order to get them points. Opening up the adventure tab, see those rewards up here? Yeah, you gotta do all of these quests for your weekly merit. Hitting each milestone grants you all those rewards, so you want to make sure you complete all of them weekly. Final trial. For those who need supercomputing mats, obviously we all do, am I right? You want to try to get Final Trial Normal done each week when it resets. Depending on which region you're in, it's recommended to match on Mondays when it resets, as there will be the most players doing it on that day. Other days... For weeklies, you just need to do the normal mode. Challenge mode gives you a rank and title, but it's not super priority. Just do normal, y'all. Multiverse Hunt. There's two things you need to be aware of. If you want to gain maximum profit from the rewards, you want to try hard a bit and get into at least top 100 every week for all those multiverse coins. If you're only looking to gain those coins without breaking a sweat, just head on in, click the Revivalite button, and exit ASAP. The rewards are long gone once you start the mode anyway. Second thing, as I mentioned earlier, is to exchange the stuff you need weekly from the store. If you're already doing a Commissary Store stock check at the start of the week, you don't need to enter from this point. Just make sure to clear the important items you need. You can also check out the guide I made on Multiverse Hunt right here. Crew missions. Every week, there are 4 crew missions to be completed, and by doing these tasks, every time you complete them, the system will mail those rewards to you. It's important to do this every week for the crew's growth, so in return, we can get all those sweet crystals. Stop being lazy, okay? Also, upon reset, you can go to this daily tab down here, click on rewards to your left, and click on the big round button right here. Profit! As the week goes by, and whenever the milestone funds are completed, you can then claim all those rewards here. They reset weekly. Every week, we get to farm 20 Titan material boxes from the world bosses. This is divided into 2 parts. Defender Gunner, All-Seeing Eye, Queen Zeno, and Calamity number 5 drop this module box 6 for a total of 10 each week. You don't need to use special keys to open those boxes, just force opening gives you the Titan materials. Other older bosses from Asperia, Vera, Domain 9 all the way to Network Ground Controller gives this boss module 3 boxes for a total of 10 each week as well. So all in all, 20 boxes each week. Get down to work, guys. Make sure you farm them all. Heading over to Yodville Bazaar, a couple of items to pay attention to are the weekly injections you can purchase from this NPC. Of course, there's no need to rush them because you can wait for the best price during the week. You have to monitor which day yields the best returns. Close by, NPC Shanye lets you fuse the Conquest Signet for the Domain Guard event, which is not happening currently, but you're allowed to fuse these keys in advance in case the event it returns, so you'll be able to farm more chests later on. You can also go around the bazaar to check for other important items that have a weekly limit. Same, just check for which prices are the cheapest for your liking. If it wasn't mentioned previously, the bulletin board allows you to exchange items daily. You can submit items that you want or need, and there's the refresh button up here if you want to roll more items as long as you have them. You can reset them 10 times daily. Do check out this Dominium guide later on if you want to know more about it. Also associated with this is the weekly Domain 9 gathering missions, in which you exchange items with NPC across Domain 9. I've covered it in the Dominium guide as well. It's best to harvest as many of the quests you can each week. They do provide a healthy amount of Dominium, and they don't take up too much of your time. As I mentioned before, if your region has some cool Dominium bros that share the weekly missions, be sure to check them out and hunt those items. Nice! Dream Machines. Each week, you're able to spawn 3 Dream Machines when you fight some mobs around Esperia and Vera. I personally just farm cacti for those spawns. Dream Machines generate some simple quests that give rewards in exchange for completing them. The rewards are pretty basic, but every now and then, there's a chance they strike gold. I mean reds. However, rates are super low, but then again, just do them weekly, okay? 3 Dream Machines, weekly. For those who have mentors and apprentices, you want to make sure you do all your weekly mentor quests for mentorship coins. These coins allow you to purchase items from the store, which some of them have weekly limits like the data repeaters or compelling modules. It's up to you if you need them. You also want to do the weekly assists if you can and give some stuff to your apprentices. Stop being stingy, y'all. Over at Mirroria, you can head to the security force by taking this transport point and talk to the NPC Iris for a set of commissions. You can accept up to 3 of them, which you need to perform tasks with NPCs across Mirroria or cleansing some mobs in Vera, and once completed, you gain some Mira and Veron coins. Every little bit counts. Artificial Island. Every week, you can purchase items from the store. As we are harvesting materials daily, you should have enough to buy out these weekly items as long as you need them. There are also monthly items like red vouchers and joint operation chips, so get them once they reset, weekly or monthly. Bygone and Sequential Phantasm. Bygone is one of the things you do weekly to gain overall points and also try to improve them rankings. Obviously, if you're someone who ranks on the leaderboards, you want to try hard a little when you get that +3 weapon of your element, and also sequential boards when your charges are maxed out. Casuals, well, it's up to you, but just do Bygone at least once a week for your crew's sake, okay? Beast Brawl. If you're into Pokemon farming, you want to make sure you battle enough fights to claim those beast coins, which cap out at 30k per week. As you can see, I'm not doing any of this Pokemon stuff, but if it's your cup of tea, go ahead. You may enjoy it. Gesthos Network Weeklies. At some point in the network, you'll gain access to the hacker admin privileges, in which you can farm cipher points. Each week, you can get up to 7,000 cipher, as there is a daily cap of 1,000 points you can farm. With cipher, you can go to this store over here, click on it and press go, then follow the pointers to that location. Upon reaching there, talk to this NPC supply distributor and you can see a list of rewards that need cipher to purchase. There's also red nuclei here, 4 of them, so you want to make sure you farm enough to exchange those. Other items such as accessories, avatars, some profile card stuff are all available to you as long as you have enough cipher to get them. Personal recommendation, just be a hacker and AFK within the designated area to farm those cipher points, which is displayed here so you know how many points you currently have per week. Even if you leave it until the last day, you just have to AFK in the area for a period of time, then exit the zone and claim those points. Easy. Every week, similar to Dominium quests in Domain 9, Gesthos network has those Norns Quests that you can do in exchange for Norn coins. With Norn coins, you can buy some stuff around the network like gifts and also mecha store items. These Norns Quests also have specific NPCs that spawn randomly, so you want to pay your Dominium bros a visit and see if they cover Norns Quests too. Yes, GG. Over at the Sylvia Business Street, there's this good fortune shop over here which has an NPC called Jinxie that's in charge of tuning in Turmoil. Using some Norn coins, you get to play a little scratch card thingy that you try your luck in scratching off to gain some rewards. You can only do it once a day, so why is this a weekly thing? Also, if you're doing network missions and dailies a lot, your data sources will stack up pretty quick. Data sources cap at 16,000, so if you're nearing the max amount, you can go to these yellow machines and hack them to exchange your data sources for Norn. 1000 data sources will give you 100 Norn and you can claim up to 6 times each week. Another weekly you can do in Gesthos network is purchasing gifts for your Simulacrum. You can go to the gift merchant over here, and by accessing the shop, you have a wide range of gifts to choose from, with weekly limits. Purchase what you need as long as you have Norn. Talking about Simulacrum gifts, there are 2 gift merchants in Domain 9 too, one in Ignisville and another in Marshville, that sell weekly gifts. If you need those sim gifts, best you collect field energy balls around Domain 9 and exchange gifts weekly. Most whales get their gifts through reload events, so they probably can relate. But for our F2P friends, you want to do this for your Domain 9 Simulacrum Awakening. Free is free, y'all. For Vera gifts, you can head over to Mirroria Arcade Center and check out NPC Virginia. There are some Vera collectibles here that you can exchange with arcade coupons. Arcade coupons are obtained by playing arcade games here with some Mira coins. Once you win, you get coupons. Pretty handy if you have excessive Mira and want to exchange some Simulacrum gifts. And for those who have plenty of gold, over here at Bangis has this item vendor Claude. He sells stuff like gifts and vehicle parts, which you can purchase for gold. It is useful for those who have not maxed out their vehicle levels yet, so remember to exchange them weekly. As long as you have gold, yeah. Fishing. If you love fishing, you might be interested in these weekly mattresses gift. If not mistaken, there is Coco Ritter and Zero mattresses gift, but fair warning, the mattress obtained from this box is random. You don't get to choose. Fish at your own risk. Over at Inas, we have Ranni the resource dealer. Until today, it's still a challenge to actually get to him. I don't know why they don't allow us to just teleport to those dudes. Upon talking to Ranni, there's some items you can exchange weekly like energy charges and potent crystals for your suppressor. You do, however, need to farm all of these items in order to exchange those items, so if you want them, then go get them. Last but not least, we have Kailo stuff to exchange weekly. Assessing this anchor supply merchant, you can see a bunch of Kailo gifts that you can exchange with credit points. You may find it challenging as credit points are also used for more important items like those algorithm data or toothpaste or even red balls from some shops. You get what I mean? You can farm all weekly to exchange credit points from the redemption store, but mining ore in space is really... all I can say is, it's not for me, my god. But for those who need them, ganbate and go get them, y'all. Monthlies. First thing you do for monthlies is to get your ass into Artificial Island and buy off those red vouchers from the shop. All 4 of them. No questions asked. Void Abyss. Each month, VA resets and there's plenty of time for you to do it, except most people love to finish it on the first day and then complain there's nothing to do for the following weeks. I'm just kidding. Most people just prefer to match at the start of the month as there are a lot of players wanting VA for the first few days. Get into a party and go get those rewards. Evolution Frontier aka FCE is not really a monthly thing, but rather when a new patch is launched. The duration, as you can see, is usually a month plus minus. Again, this is a team challenge mode, so best to party up and get those rewards, yeah? Origin of War. not really counted as a monthly thing because the duration is so long. 2 months, ew! Again, a lot of good rewards here, so you want to party up with decent teammates and go beat those bosses. Lately, it's so easy even dolphins can clear without much difficulty. Cheers, my friends. Back to Domain 9. The Pawnshop doesn't really count as a monthly thing to do because you may be checking it daily or weekly, but just a reminder, it resets on the first day of the month. So anything you don't need, as the saying goes, old things don't go, new things no come. Indeed, my friends, indeed. Phantom Thief Survival Guide, a mini game that you can play to gain coins in exchange for some monthly rewards. I'm not sure if anyone is particularly interested in this mini game, but every now and then when I pass by the arcade here, I still see people playing them. Amazing. Apex Lead and the BFD, Break for Destiny. These PvP modes are for the PvP enjoyers, if there still are any left. Yeah, but for anyone that isn't really into PvP and 8v8s, you wanna at least do it once forever to get the private rank, so every month you get at least 100 dark crystals when it resets. You also want to do BFD at least once a month too for the dark crystal rewards. The problem with these modes are also the availability of them. It's not open full-time daily, and I guess not everybody is online at the same time when it does open. So yeah, here's your big list of weeklies and monthlies for your convenience. Similar to our daily quest, it's best to do weeklies over the course of the week and not leave everything to the last day, unless you're really good at doing stuff in a short span of time or not really bothered with all of the rewards. Monthlies too. They have some pretty good rewards that you shouldn't be missing out on, so take out some time, party with some friends and family, and get those challenges done. It is challenging, right? I hope this guide has been helpful for y'all in reminding everybody the big list of stuff we all need to do. You've got this.